I'm so sorry about that. I wanted to make sure everything was good. That's why I was down there. But for some odd reason, we're gonna hop into the workout here soon. My streaming service has been giving me so many issues lately. So I'm sorry that I had to stop the stream and create a whole brand new link. But today is a glute workout, okay? So you will need dumbbells. If you have like resistance bands, go ahead and get them. If you don't, no issues, no worries. If you have a bench, a chair, a couch, something of that sort, go ahead and either bring it to you or go near it depending on what it is. But again, if you don't have it, please do not worry. So I'm actually real quick, I'm gonna just change my view on my computer so that I can keep making sure that it's going good over on the stream. So anyway, again, sorry about that. I don't know what's been going on with the streaming service. It's just hit or miss sometimes, and I've tried so many different settings. So if you have any like tips or tricks with the streaming service, it's OBS, let me know because I feel like it's hit or miss. Anyway, we're gonna go ahead and get started with this warm-up in just a few seconds. But today's workout, you have 6 exercises, okay? For about 3 of them, we are gonna need the bench, the chair, the couch, whatever you have. But again, if you don't have it, I will show you what to do without it, okay? Bands are optional if you want a little bit more work. Go ahead and give me some good hinges right here, okay? Now, for today's workout, how it's going to work is we have 40 seconds of work, 20 seconds of rest. You're repeating every exercise 4 times. And then you're gonna get a good break, and then we're gonna move on to the next one, okay? Some of the moves are gonna be unilateral, meaning we're gonna be working one side only. So we'll work one side, we'll get the other one when we repeat, okay? You're gonna give me a little knee pulse in 2, 1. All I want you to do is come down right here. Place one hand on your thigh, pulse into that opposite hip, and then switch. Give me about 2 pulses and switch. We're getting those glutes going here. We're getting those hammies going here. There you go. Good job. Like I said, the bands are totally optional. They're there if you want a little bit extra of a challenge, okay? They are gonna kick on the glutes. I am gonna use them for the last 2 exercises. However, again, it's totally up to you. Go ahead and walk it on out into a plank for me. I want you to bring 1 foot forward. Nice, good runner's lunge, and then you're gonna switch. Put a nice, good little small bounce in there, and then push it up. Keep switching it out. Nice and warm here. Good job. Almost there. Last thing we're gonna do is just some glute bridges, okay? Go ahead and come on down to the ground. Nice and easy, little warm-up glute bridge. Now, one of the moves we are gonna do is going to be a hip thrust, and then we're gonna be using the bench, the chair, the couch, whatever you have for that. If you don't have anything for it, this is exactly what you're gonna be doing, okay? You're gonna be on the ground. Now, pregnancy, postpartum, if you have to come down here onto the ground, go ahead and relax. Grab your equipment, grab your water, grab whatever you need. If you need to go down to the ground for pregnancy or postpartum, if it bothers you, pregnancy, place something underneath your upper back, help elevate you and lift you up a little bit, okay? Other than that, make sure that you go from your side to your back first instead of just laying back, okay? Sumo RDL is first. You got less than 40, so a little bit wider stance here, okay? I need your toes either pointing slightly out or pointing forward, okay? You're gonna rotate that pelvis, lock in that core. You're coming down for a good sumo squat into an RDL right there, okay? You got less than 20, so sumo to RDL. You're keeping this stance here the whole time. You're just changing whether you hinge or you squat down, okay? I'm gonna grab some other weight just in case. I need to go a little bit heavier. We go in 3, 2, 1, let's go. Let me walk you through it again. You're squatting first, coming up, then push your hips back as if you're trying to touch a high bar stool chair, and then come right back up, okay? Nice, good glute work here. Now the sumo does work the quads a little bit more than it does the glutes. However, we're still getting a little bit of different glute work in there compared to the Sumo RDL. So when it comes to the Sumo RDL, I really need you to think, keep your core locked in, and you're pushing your hips back. That's your first movement. It's a good hinge and push those hips back. Ready? Go ahead and relax. You have 20 seconds, we go back in, okay? If you can up your weight, up your weight. That's what's gonna help a lot if you're trying to grow the glutes, progressive overload. So if you can up it, up it. But again, push it back, you're aiming for that high bar stool chair. I need you to keep the weight close. We're about to go again, and go. Sumo squat to RDL. Make sure you keep the weight close to your body during that RDL, and go about shin height, mid shin, or a little bit above, okay? If you go any lower, you're gonna start to do kind of a good morning, so you're gonna work your low back more than your glutes, all right? Right here. I am gonna go up. Breathe for me. Keep that core nice and engaged. There you go. You're about to rest again, and go ahead and rest. I'm just finishing this rep up real quick. Good job. So, can you go up in weight? If so, go ahead and grab it. I am going to go up. Yeah, less than 5. And go. Sumo squat to the RDL. Now, I need you to keep your shoulders rolled back and down. Don't round, no matter what it is. For that sumo, you have an ever so slight hinge here, and then a bigger hinge for that RDL, okay? Squeeze your glutes coming back up from that RDL. You're doing great. Push for me. Like I said, coming up next is gonna be that hip thrust. So I'm gonna be using my bench and relax. Not yet, it's just the next exercise. If you don't have the bench, you're gonna do that glute bridge from the beginning, okay? So pregnancy, if you need to plan for something underneath your upper back, go ahead and grab a pillow, hold up towel, Bosu ball, something of the sort, okay? Go ahead and get ready. Let's go. Last time, right here. Good job. Keep that weight close, as if you had your legs underneath of you for a normal RDL. Still keep that weight close, okay? If you're gonna do this, you're gonna wreck your form, cause some pain, and you're not gonna target those glutes well. There you go. Good job, you're almost done. And, woo, okay. So like I said, coming up is that hip thrust. I'm just gonna move some stuff out of the way. So for this, you're coming to the bench, and right where like the base of your sports bra is, that's where you want it to hit. Whether you're using a bench, chair, couch, doesn't matter, okay? You wanna make sure that when you come up, you're at a 90-degree angle at your knees. So if you need to walk your feet in, walk your feet in. And make sure that your gaze stays forward and you scoop that pelvis up, okay? It's a scooping motion that gets the work from the glutes. Core is nice and engaged, all right? You're not rocking full back like this. Keep your gaze forward, scoop. It's a little movement, okay? If not, you're on the ground doing the glute bridge. I will show you again. We got less than 3. Get ready, grab your weights, go. If you're using weight on your hips, pregnancy, up high. Postpartum, if you need to, hold the weight up high as well. If you're doing glute bridge, you're down here. Rotate your pelvis, start with your back flat, core is nice and engaged. You're gonna lift up, squeeze, control the descent. And again, pregnancy, postpartum, weights up here. I know sometimes in postpartum, especially if you have C-section scar, putting weight on your hips doesn't really feel the greatest. So do what you gotta do, okay? Have to lock this down. Just a second. All right, 2, 1, relax. Now you're gonna do that again. Have a quick treat. Our weather, my my goodness, you got less than 5. Has been a little bit crazy lately. Get ready and go. Scoop up that pelvis, okay? Gaze stay forward. But our weather has been crazy lately. And I've never had allergies before until we moved down here. And my goodness, I can tell my allergies are just like, what's going on? We walk out, some mornings there's frost, and some mornings our cars are just covered in pollen. It's like, what in the world? The kids are definitely feeling it. At least 2 of them have all the nasty relax, congestion, junk happening. And then Thomas has been battling his allergies. He has it worse than I do. And then I've just got a little bit ever so slight congestion and then just like the throat stuff. So it's been fun. Allergies are not fun. Let's go. I feel so bad for those of you who've had to deal with them like your whole entire life. Make sure you're scooping, all right? You're not just swinging your hips up and down. You literally have to scoop your pelvis. So think about you're taking your glutes and you're tucking them underneath of you, okay? You're doing great. Breathe. Make sure that you're challenging yourself here, okay? You need to be able to lift heavier if you want to see the progress, all right? Relax. Good job. You're doing great. All right. One more. You're good. And then we will still use this. We're going to do Bulgarian split squats and then Bulgarian RDLs, which I feel like Bulgarian RDLs just great for the glutes. Ready? Go. But at the same time, those to me, those are like killers. Scoop and squeeze. Good job. Control the movement. Engage. Hold at the top just for a little bit, all right? Now we're gonna burn these out. I want you to come to the top of the movement, go down just half, up. Down half, up. Down half, up. And relax. Awesome job. Just a quick little burn out there. All right, so coming up next, like I said, we're gonna do Bulgarian split squat first. You are gonna need your bench, your chair, your couch, whatever you're using. If you do not have one, do not worry. I will show you exactly what you're gonna do, okay? You're just gonna do one from the ground, regular, all right? So, a good rule of thumb is come to the end of your chair, bench, couch, whatever you're using. I'm just gonna talk about bench from now on. You're gonna step one leg out. That's gonna be your working leg. That's a good starting position to then go off of, okay? When you need to adjust it. Your back leg is gonna come up. What you're gonna do from here, you're going down, bringing that back knee down, pushing up through this front leg. This is your working leg, okay? Weight in the opposite hand or both. Totally up to you. A little bit more glute core engagement if it's in the opposite, okay? But if you do both, you're still gonna get great work out of it, okay? Just don't hold it on the same side. Go ahead and go, or else you're not gonna get as much glute engagement, okay? So opposite hand, or you're holding 2, right here. Core is nice and engaged, all right? You got a good slight hinge at your hips here, all right? You are still going down and pushing back a little bit, okay? Gonna grab my weight. All we're gonna do after this is switch legs. 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and rest. I'm just gonna do a couple more for good measure. You're gonna switch legs. There you go. Whatever weight you used on that first leg, use it again for this leg. Even if you know you can go up the next round, okay? I need you to be using the same weight. Ready? Let's go. I don't want you creating any imbalance. So just stick with that same weight, change it next time. Breathe, core is engaged. Slight hinge here. The more upright, the more you're gonna get your quads. So, want a little bit more glutes, so slight hinge, core is engaged, down, push through that front foot. No arching, no rounding in that back, all right? Breathe, control the movement, and good job. Going to the other side, up it if you can. Two, ready? Let's go. Breathe. Now, if you can't do this, like I said, regular split squat. So you have a really wide stance, all right? Really, really wide stance here. You're going down and up. I need you though, do not let that back knee touch the ground. It hovers ever so slightly above. You still have a hinge forward right here. Get that knee to come at least in line with your ankle. If you need to go a little bit further because of your height, go for it. As long as you're not compromising form, that's okay. Right here. And relax. Other side. And then you're done. Then we do the RDL. So still keep your bench out or whatever you're using. Again, I find the RDL a little bit more challenging, but that's just me. Get ready. Let's go. Nice and strong. Make sure your knee isn't weeble wobbling. And what I mean by that, whether you're using the bench or not, when you're coming down, I don't want your knee to do this when you go down or when you push up, all right? It needs to stay in line with your toes. As you come down, nice and controlled, nice and controlled. If you're noticing that it is rocking, I need you to regress weight. I need you to regress step. I need you to do something to modify, okay? That's showing us there's an imbalance there and it needs to get corrected, okay? You go ahead and rest. I'm just gonna bust out a few more. All right, so same thing a little bit, but this time you're going into that RDL. All right, so stick it out. Again, once you get here, play with it, all right? You wanna make sure that you're not coming back when you're coming down, that you're not, I can't even do it, but your knee not behind your ankle, either in line with your ankle or ever so slightly in front, all right? But for the RDL, this time you're coming down. Still getting a good hinge, working leg, has all the weight. All right, slight bend in this knee, 1 or 2 dumbbells, up to you. If you're using one, opposite hand of the leg that you're working, okay? You got less than 10. Figure out your weight. Remember, whatever weight you start with, do on the other side, all right? Ready, go. I'm gonna get set up. Now, if you change your weight halfway through, that's okay. I just don't want you doing, let's say, one side at 25, then you get to the other side and say, I need to do 30, and now you've worked at different weights, different resistance, and you're gonna create an imbalance there. Remember, core is engaged. Stick those glutes back. You're aiming for that high bar stool chair. If you feel it more in your hammies, bend the knee a little bit more. And relax. Again, if you feel weeble wobbly, it's okay. Your body is trying to adjust. It's trying to help you stabilize. You're gonna do the other side. Get ready. 2, 1, let's go. There you go. Control the movement. Shoulders are not rounding forward. Let your glute lengthen. You will feel it in your hammies. That is a muscle group that gets worked here. We just don't want it to be the dominant muscle group, okay? So if you're feeling an overload in your hammies, bend that knee a little bit more. Doing great. Squeeze. Make sure you're doing this nice and controlled, okay? And rest. I don't want you going fast. It's controlled. Let those muscles work under tension, all right? Back to the other side. I'm gonna up my weight. 3. Get ready. Go. Nice and controlled. Weight stays close, just like a normal RDL. Make sure you are rotating that pelvis. If you're feeling it in your low back, I need you to engage your core. Rotate that pelvis a little bit more. And don't go as deep. And rest. Other side. And then we're done with this bench. I mean, you can use it for the upcoming moves if you're pregnant and you need a little bit of elevation. Totally can do that, okay? But you do not absolutely need it. Get ready. Let's go. Now, for the next 2 moves, if you want to use a wall, you can use a wall. You'll be able to get a little bit of hinge in there, get a little bit more glute stretch, therefore making it work just a little bit more. You can also do it from the ground, so that's up to you. Now again, you're doing this. If you don't have a chair, bench, couch, you're still doing this move just from the floor. Do single leg RDL. 3, 2, and woo! Okay, so the next move that is coming up, you're gonna do a glute kickback. So again, if you want a band for this, go ahead and grab a band. I'll be grabbing one, but you can put it right here above your knees. You can also put it right here above your ankles. You can do both. So first one, if you're gonna use a chair, bench, wall, countertop, something, you're gonna use it, get a nice good hinge in there, okay? Rotate that pelvis, lock in that core, kick your foot out, lead with the heel, control with the heel, all right? If not, you're on the ground. You're gonna be in a quad position, right here, up, up, all right? Get your band on if you're gonna use one. 2, 1, go. So nice, good hinge. You can do this without a wall too if you wanna do it standing. But just know it's gonna require that other glute to really kick on and fire on. So you're gonna burn it out a little bit more, but you have to maintain good form, okay? So core is nice and engaged here. Let your glute do the work, all right? If you start to arch your low back, your glute is no longer doing the work, your back is doing the work, okay? Rest, you're gonna go to the other side. So what it looks like if you are not using a wall or anything, you're gonna get stabilized and balanced however you're gonna do so. Kick back right here. So this leg now has to stabilize a little bit more. So you're gonna feel the burn a little bit more, okay, ready? Let's go, and if not, you're down here, all right? Core is engaged, no arching, no rounding. Make sure your hips stay square to the ground. I only want you lifting hip height or just below. Anything higher than that, your low back's gonna kick on and do the work, okay? And like I said, you can also come to a chair, bench, couch, whatever, from right here, kick it out, right there. All right, if you need to. Sometimes that feels a little bit better for pregnancy. So, and relax, I'm just gonna do a couple more. There you go. Going back to that first leg, if you need to change any resistance of any sort, go for it. Gonna go up good resistance in the band if you're using one by making sure you're not bringing your feet together. Meaning no matter what, they don't come here. Keep that tension in the band. That's gonna get you a little bit more work, okay? Now coming up after this exercise, we still have the other side to do, but after that, you're gonna go into a glute med press. Again, you can use a wall, you can go from the ground, relax, or you can do it standing without support. Totally up to you, okay? Other side, remember, lock in that core, nice good hinge, lead with the heel. Lead with the heel. All right, 2, 1, go. And again, you can be right here, lock in that leg, lock in your core, right there. Right there. Squeeze your glute, let it do the work, all right? Not that low back. Don't lose form. Keep that nice, good neutral alignment throughout. Nice, good core engagement. And rest. Awesome job. So the next one we're gonna do is glute med. I'm gonna show you wall, without, and on the ground, okay? So, bands can stay where they're at. You're gonna bring one leg in. Get a little bit closer to the wall here. One leg's gonna be in, the other leg's gonna be to the outside. Now the leg that you're gonna be working, like I said, it's back into the outside over the leg that's just gonna be support, okay? Nice good hinge here. You're gonna kick back and out to the side. Let that heel lead. Again, I don't want you going super high, okay? I don't want any other area but the glutes to do the work. If you're not doing that, you're coming into a nice good hinge. Right here, tap back, lead out, bring it in. Lead out, bring it in. Again, nice, good core stabilization, okay? Less than 10, so start picking what you're gonna do. If not, you're right here, fire hydrant. Ready? Let's go. So this is the floor option. Make sure pelvis is rotated, okay? Make sure you got that nice, good neutral alignment. Core is engaged no matter what you're doing, all right? Let your heel lead. If you are doing a fire hydrant, let your knee lead. If you're doing fire hydrant and you're using a band, it needs to be up around your thighs, okay? Not at your ankles. If you're doing the standing versions, relax. You can do either one. You're gonna get more glute work when it's down around your ankles though, just so you know. You'll do glute work no matter what. You're just gonna get more down below. You can also use a glute band up high if you want. Glute bands are different than resistance bands. We're going to the other side. Get ready, let's go. So you're crossed over, let that heel lead. Let that heel lead. There you go, core engagement. No arching, no rounding. Good job. If it's too easy, if you're not feeling it, you need to up that resistance. Breathe. Slight bend in your supporting leg here. And rest. Good job. Gotta do it 2 more times. That's it. Then you're done. All right, breathe. I know glutes don't really do as much when you're doing like a press of this sort, but I don't want you holding your breath, okay? You know, it's not like squats or RDLs or anything like that. Ready? Let's go. But a lot of times people will still hold their breath, which can actually impact your overall core, and I don't want that, especially as moms. We need to be able to properly maintain intra-abdominal pressure. If we don't, our pelvic floor will not thank us. And if we're battling with what's called diastasis recti, or the mama pooch, if you will, we're not gonna be helping it. So core is engaged, and relax. Good job. Almost there. We're almost there. You're doing great. Again, you can use a wall, you can use a chair, bench, couch, you can do it freestanding, you can do a fire hydrant on the ground. Get ready. Let's go. Last time. Control the move. When you are kicking out, don't let gravity just slam it back in, okay? Don't let gravity or the band win. You control the descend. I don't know why I said it like that. Control the press, control the release. And, woo, good job. Awesome, awesome job. I want you just to come into a nice, good, deep squat right here. Let your glutes lengthen and stretch right here, okay? Breathe. And again, sorry for the stream, having to restart it. Like I said, I don't know what is going on with the streaming service. I have tried so many different settings with it. So if you have any tips, let me know. It's OBS. And I have to run it through Restream. So let me know. If you're familiar with streaming services, let me know. Breathe. Good 360 breath here. If you're not sure what 360 breathing is, go to my functional movement playlist. Go to the deep core workout. Focus on just the first 3. Or if you go to my shorts or the prenatal playlist on here, that will have a video that breaks down 360 breathing, okay? Just let your pelvic floor relax. It's part of your core. It works hard when you work your glutes, okay? You need it to relax. Good job. And go ahead and sit down for me. You're gonna just kick one leg out to the side. Lead with your chest here, okay? No rounding through your back, just lead with your chest. Good job. Now, in case you're not part of the mommaFit community or you don't follow me on social media, I have a 6-week fitness challenge for moms. Sign-ups are currently going on. Go ahead and switch sides. The thing is, you can get early bird discounts through tomorrow. So tomorrow is the last day to get early bird discount, but sign-ups will end on the 9th. And then we start on the 10th, but this upcoming week, we have a pre-week where we're gonna start every prep work for it, if you will. I'm gonna help you with what you need to prepare for with the workouts, equipment-wise, space-wise. You really don't need that lot of space. But I'm gonna help you get prepped with all that. Meals, getting your goals down, getting everything ready, all of that stuff. We're gonna walk through it, we're gonna get it. I'm gonna help you figure out your calories, your macros, or any other way to do nutrition in case those are not appealing to you. Go ahead and stick your legs straight out for me right here. So if you're interested in that, I'm gonna have all the information down in the description. Since I created a new stream, I am gonna have to double check and make sure that it's in the description. If it is, then I'll just leave it there, but if not, just give me probably about 5 minutes just to update the description. Because I had it in there for the old stream that didn't work, but I don't know if it carried over to this new stream. So give me about 5 minutes just in case, or you can just go to my website, mommafitcollective.com, and look at it there. Go ahead and pull your legs in for me right here. But that's starting, like I said, on the 10th. And if you bring friends, there's gonna be a prize raffle throughout. And if you bring friends, you get more entries into the prize raffle. So early bird again ends tomorrow night. So make sure you get in before then. so you can snag that deal. My next YouTube live will not be happening until April. Oh wow, I forgot we're already in March. It's like, where did like the first 2 months go? And one more thing we're gonna do is stick one leg out. I want you to cross over, kind of make a figure four with your legs, and you're just gonna pull it up as far as you can. Now, if you're pregnant and if you're postpartum and this just doesn't feel comfortable, go to a chair, a couch, your bench, whatever, sit down and do this, and then you get to lean into it, and therefore you get to control how intense this feels. And then go ahead and switch. And if you want more live workouts, come join the mommaFit community. I do lives in there every Saturday except for the Saturday that I'm live in here. You just ignore that if you can hear that. But I go live in there every weekend. If you're part of the challenge, you're also going to get to have access to those lives during the challenge. But come join us. I'm in there every single day, prenatal, postnatal, general fitness, nutrition, all that stuff. And like I said, the lives with the challenge coming up. This week is definitely gonna look a little bit different in the group just because I'm gonna help prepare for the challenge, but I haven't decided if I'm gonna create a new group for the challengers or not. So we'll see, but I'd love to have you in there if you're not already. And go ahead and relax. So that is it for today. Again, feel free to cool down some more if you need to, totally up to you. I don't wanna hold you too much longer, especially since I had a restart. I know that that can kind of throw people's whole workout routine and everything off. So again, I'm so sorry about the stream, having to stop it, having to start it again. But thank you if you're here for joining, for coming back. Even though it kind of threw off timing, I'm just trying to make sure I get this because I'm a one-woman show over here. I gotta control everything. But again, thank you so much. I hope that you have a great rest of your day. Stay tuned for next week. You're gonna have your workouts coming next week as well, your mommaFit burner, your revival, or not revival, sorry, just the regular mommaFit, your functional movement, and potentially a new one. We're trying to see timing-wise if I can make that work. So stay tuned for next week. If you haven't already, make sure to subscribe, hit that notification bell. That'll let you know anytime that I go live, especially if there's like an event like today where I have to stop the stream and start a new one because of whatever's going on. It'll actually let you know every time that I start a live. So go ahead and do that. Invite some mama friends. Let's keep building this community. And again, if you have any suggestions for the streaming services, let me know because I don't know what's happened. It's like the past month or two, it's just been going haywire. So let me know if you have any suggestions. You can always DM me on social media, or if you're part of the community, you can shoot it over there. But other than that, thank you again, and I will talk to you guys very, very soon.